All right, let's talk about the Chinese business culture for a minute.
Well, in the Chinese Chinese is not that open. Even is for the past 10 or 20 years, Chinese, especially for the international businessmen, they go to they have a very good education. They have some good language. They go to overseas. So the Chinese international the businessmen become more open to accept different ideas, different cultures. So, but for China, we are, because the thinking is still more conservative. And for the first, beginning for our meetings, and the shake hands is most welcome. And we don't too much welcome kiss or hugs at the beginning. But China is more conservative. It's a culture. And time and schedule, most of Chinese businessmen welcomes the timing and schedule to be accurate and be on time. And our work time should be generally it's about 8 hours per day because it's all labor. It depends on labor laws. It have to be just 8 hours per day, and it's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 to 6.
So much like the U.S.
Yes, we generally have 1 hour break, for the lunch. And for the body language, the Chinese people mostly is welcomes is very friendly, and it's not offensive. It's very welcome to the. China is very open to welcome the friends, different countries' friends, business to come here. Yeah. And the corporate culture is. We actually, in China, we have 2 different types of business. One is state company, the other is private. It's very important to divide it into 2 companies. The state company is more regulations. It's more conservative about its culture because it's controlled by the central government or the local government. And the private is more flexible. And their aim is to provide more valued service to the customers. But state company is more follows, the government's regulations, so it becomes more conservative. That's important to know that you are dealing with a state company or private company. But if you just buy small shipment or not very big shipment, generally it's private company. State company is controlled by the very big, just energy, railway, airlines, power, just like this. It's very big companies, yeah. Just serves the government to do business. It's very different.
If we were entertaining a new client in China, we're a U.S. exporter, and we want to entertain a new buyer. What's the best way to do that?
A new buyer?
In China. A China importer.
China importer, because you have to know the Chinese people, because China mostly, you have to know Chinese business mostly is take care we have a dinner together or lunch together. China is care about more also a long relationship partnership with the partners. So, but they are also, if you go to China, government is the first. You have to know the regulations, and the personal relationship is very, very important in China. I know it's in every country, the relationship is very important, but in China, the personal relationship is the most important in China.
Okay.
The relationship with government, you can have some better policy, or it's different kind of.
Okay.
So if you want to sell your cargo in China, you better find a person or company has a very deep relationship with the government or the market person in charge.
We have another question that came in here. If our company is not at the point to travel to China, what kind of resources or what kind of things can you guys offer? So I think I can answer this on Sean's behalf also. Scarbrough has some very close partners, just like Sean with Cassia. And they are always willing to go into the suppliers, your new suppliers or your new buyers' doors and meet with them. And they're willing to establish that relationship. So if you ever have somebody in China that you can't meet with, definitely let us know, and we can send Sean in to meet them.
Yes, we are actually came and we have worked with about several years. So we have a very trusted relationship, and we value our customers, even potential customers. And in China, there is a lot of vendors. Even sometimes it's trustful, but you never see them. You don't know what will happen. But so it would be good for me to visit the shippers, I mean the vendors, to see what the factory looks like, and should I trust them? No, because the Chinese vendor should be just give you one side. They are very friendly, they are very trustable, but you don't know the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So just like for the vendors we work with, we also wanted to. You are working with a consignee here, we are working with a vendor in China. We wanted to be very close for me, Scarbrough, the consignee, and the shipper. It's a circle.
Yes.
It's just very close for each other and very satisfied for each other. That means we can focus on the business. The relationship is just there.
Mm-hmm.
We can focus on that. We can go to the face-to-face to learn what is he wanted to say and what is the concern.
So, and that's something that Scarbrough prides ourselves in, is we have very close relationships with our clients.
Yeah.
And we have that local presence. And because of our partners in China, we also have that local presence there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important that you guys establish that relationship at origin or at destination.
Yes, because it will cost you more if you send the people always stay there.
Mm-hmm.
That's cost you a lot of money. But for me, I'm your partner, and I have the responsibility to take care of all the local relationship with vendors and what they care about. Then I can give you some feedback about about what the vendor thinks about, and you can share with the consignee. I wanted the vendor and the shipper relationship can go further, and I hope our relationship can be trustful and long term.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're very healthy. Yeah.
And for the new importers out there, definitely let us know if you ever need assistance at origin, because I know that in the past, we've sent in our partners, and they've taken pictures at the factory. They've gotten to know the people. They've gotten copies of certificates, that type of thing. And they are always willing to do that. So we're here to make your job easier. So definitely let us know if we can do that.
Yes, definitely. That's no problem. Yeah.
So let's move on with the culture.
Okay. So when you have a meeting with a Chinese businessman, the dress should be not. Before it's very conservative shoes, but right now, just like we said, for the past 10 years, China has become more open. It's okay for them to accept different ideas and opinions. So but a suit is still welcome, proper suits. And even you wanted to share to experience, you are a very special person. That's fine. Yeah, we welcome that. That would not affect our business. But we also think, we don't think about it, that would be not impact respects. That's fine. But we prefer to be a suitable case. That's most welcome still. Yeah. And just as I said, there are two companies. One is a state company, and the other is private companies. A state company is more conservative. So I would suggest, if you meet with a state company, you better to dress more conservative. Yeah.
Very formal.
Yeah, it's very formal in case there is some, improper issue. The greetings, when you talk about it with the Chinese people, nodding and smiling are very common greetings. And if you see something they're great, they were nodding and smiling to respond. I mean, what you're talking about? That's very popular. And in business meetings at the beginning and at the end, the shake hand is very welcome. So to say hello and say goodbye. Yeah.
Okay.
And language and communication, we for the past 20 years, because Chinese school even from the primary school, we have begun to learn English, and in the middle school, university, English is a must. So in China, a lot of young people, I mean, for the age around 30 or 20 or even teenagers, they all can speak English.
Okay.
So they might not speak very, better English, but generally easy things you can understand and they can give a response. That's fine. Yeah. So English is very popular in China. Of course, Chinese people, they can read more than speak. Because we are living in a country, there is not too much foreign people, but we read more English book. And we have tests, we read more, but we don't speak more because we speak Mandarin with our brothers. That's the point, yeah. And a conversation is always happening, and you can conversation is happening anywhere. It's you can talk in the meeting room, in the lunch, but most of the time, the Chinese people's business is talking about when you have a dinner or lunch with your partners. It's very important.
So you do most of your business over lunch or dinner?
Yes, we will have some talks in the meeting room in the company. But if the time is proper, just like maybe in the morning, if we have a meeting in the morning about 11 a.m. finished, or afternoon about 5 p.m. finished, then Chinese partner will invite you to go to lunch or dinner. It's very natural. And it's a very, very friendly welcome to have a lunch or dinner with the partners. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know if you're trying to do business with China, definitely.